Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ryan, if you didn't know, now you know. And today we're doing like a book vlog. I'll explain more about what that means. I desperately want to film book reading content, but I haven't exactly decided what I want to do, but I don't want to keep not doing anything. So I don't know exactly what this vlog will look like, but welcome. I'm glad you're here and I hope you stick around. So yeah, but today, again, I don't know if this vlog will be like multiple days. I have no idea, but it's all gonna be book reading related. So enjoy. I hope you enjoy. But today, my bestie Ellie and I are going to a new bookstore that opened near where we live, and it's called Paper and Glass. It's like a book and wine bar. I know. And they also have like just like other drinks that are not like non-alcoholic drinks. There's a little bit of food, I think. New and used books. It looks super cute. I was told about it by my hairdresser, and I think it's like in an old house. So there's like different rooms. I'm so excited. Literally so excited. As soon as I learned about it, I texted Ellie and I was like, we need to go. Turns out she had heard about it from, I don't remember who, but she said she thought of me when she heard about it. So obviously we have to go together. We're book besties. But you guys know Ellie. And if you're not subscribed to her, you better be. You better get there. Because I'm looking. I'm going to check right now. I'm going to look. And if you're not subscribed, by the time I look, you're going to be in big trouble. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Good job. No, but for real, love Ellie with my whole entire heart. She has a YouTube channel. She's amazing. She inspired me to start mine. So please subscribe to her if you haven't already. Because who doesn't want to subscribe to two besties? And we're not just book besties, we're life besties. We're like the same person, if you haven't picked up on that. So, going to do that today. It's currently 1:22. We were going to meet there around 2. But she has someone, her and her husband have someone coming to like do an estimate for something for their house. And they weren't going to come till 1, but they said that she needed to be there also. I don't know. So, she's going to let me know basically when she is ready to, like when she's gonna be on her way, so I can make sure the dogs that I'm watching go potty, and then I'll be on my way as well. She's about 10 minutes further away from the place than I am, so when she lets me know she's ready to leave, or like almost leaving, I'll have plenty of time to get ready to go as well. So she's gonna let me know, yeah. So it'll be around 2-ish, I don't know 100%, but pretty flexible. I'm actually animal sitting for my hairdresser's daughter right now, so love animal sitting here. Anyways, but yeah, so we're gonna do that in this video, and then I'm hoping to just do some reading content. I'm currently reading a book on my Kindle. We can talk a little bit about that later, so maybe I'll just talk about the book I'm reading. I don't really know, but I just really want to post book content, and I just figured instead of continuously waiting to find a good time to start, I should just start. So that's where we are today, and I love vlogging with Ellie, and Ellie and I don't see each other all of the time because we don't live a minute away from each other anymore. So like every time I see Ellie, I want to vlog with her because like I just want to always remember the time that we spend together. And I haven't seen Ellie since we went on our trip. We went to Lake Chelan. So it's kind of been a while actually. So it'll be really nice to see her. And yeah, but let me give you a quick fit check for the day. Here is the fit. Okay, I have this pink and white striped shirt from Old Navy. Jeans are from Old Navy. These, they're like knockoff Birks. I think I got them at Marshall's. Then I have my permanent bracelet, Aura ring, and then my All Too Well necklace. Glasses from Walmart. These earrings are newer. They're gold huggies, and they're from, I think I got them at TJ Maxx. So this is the fit. Ready to look at some books. Hopefully not buy too many. But yeah, we'll just see what happens, I guess. But here's Daisy, if you want to see her. You actually have probably seen them before. I've vlogged while I've been animal sitting for them before, so you might remember them. And then we have Griffey over there. Anyways, I'm going to just fill up their food and water really quick so it's all nice and topped off before I head out, and kind of wait for Ellie to text me. I just got a text from Ellie saying that she thinks it's gonna go a little bit longer than she was expecting. So I decided I'm gonna sit down and just kind of read for a little bit, because I was just kind of standing around the kitchen, but the dogs were seeming a little anxious because why was I just standing there? And I thought if it's gonna be a little while, like I'll just sit down on the couch. So we're gonna be reading for a few minutes. Odds are I'll talk for so long that she'll text me before I even start reading, because I've just been talking for so long. But anyways, I'll tell you about the book I'm reading. Also, this is my Kindle sleeve. I got it off of Etsy. I'm obsessed with it. And then here's my Kindle, if you want to look at my pictures on the back. I bought like a little picture pack. Yeah, but it says like mood reader, good vibes and good books. It's a good day to read a book. Grow with the flow. Bookish babe. Book lover, I think. Proud member of the Kindle Club. Pretty girls read books. And I support my local library. Whoop. And then I've got my flower pop socket. I know it's like randomly on this side, but I hold my Kindle more on this side. So when I first got a Kindle and was like decorating it, I saw a lot of people say not to put it right in the middle, which makes a lot of sense because my hand doesn't really naturally go all the way to the middle. And then sometimes I'll read on this side and then I just like put my hand all the way across. So I don't know, it just works for me being in this corner. So right now I am reading Killer Instinct by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. It is the second book in the Natural series. So I read the Naturals. When did I read that? I don't know, sometime this year, and I was introduced to it because of Ellie. Ellie was reading it because of a book club she was in, and she fell in love with the series and was like really telling me like I should read it, and she let me borrow her book, and so I did read it and I was obsessed. And Ellie and I, like I said, we have a lot of things in common. We're very similar people. It's kind of like scary sometimes because I'm like, you were thinking that, I was also thinking that, like what are the odds? I mean, I love it because it's fun to have someone so similar to you that like gets your every thought that you ever say. Anyways, so when she recommended it, I was like, okay, if Ellie's obsessed with it, I know I'm gonna at least like it, but I also became obsessed with it. It's really good. So I started reading this other book for a challenge, and I just was falling off with it, and I need to get back on it, but I didn't want to like push myself into a slump. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna read a book on my Kindle that I know I will enjoy and just kind of try to get myself back in that reading mood. And I decided to get the second book in the Naturals because I knew I would enjoy it. I knew I would be able to like read it like and not be confused, whereas with my other book I was like really having to think because it's kind of historical, which is fine. I want to enjoy that, but I just like in the moment I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to continue on with this at this point in time. So that's what we're reading today. And yeah, so I have been slacking a bit with my reading in general, but I'm trying to, like I said, get back on it. So I've been trying to read this a little bit at night. It is a little bit, can be a little creepy. So I have to, you know, really plan when I want to read that. Like I read it right before bed last night and I was like, okay, I need to stop here before I think too much. But I love it. So anyways, we're just going to read until Ellie texts me, basically. She was going to text me a little bit before she was going to leave so that I can like let the dogs out and then do whatever I need to do. I need to clean my glasses before I go. And then, like I said, she's a little bit further from the place than I am. So I should have about like, from the time she texts me, about like 15 minutes. So we're just going to read until then. The Naturals is so good, the series. You should definitely read it if you have not. And if it's not on your like list of wanting to, you should put it on your list because it's so good. I love thrillers. I love mysteries. I love suspense. And The Naturals is just like, it's not like, I've listened to some really like creepy books where like the whole time is like, you know, the whole time it's just like thing after thing where it's like, wow, that's really messed up. But like when I'm reading The Naturals, like, I mean, I love the books that are like that. Like, I really enjoy those. But there's something about The Naturals that just has this perfect blend of, like, regular storyline between characters and then also this, like, creepy, messed up stuff that just intertwines so well. Because thrillers and stuff, I listen to them mostly as audiobooks. But when I'm animal sitting certain places or I'm alone at night, like, I cannot read them because I'll get freaked out. But this kind of book, like, I can read it at night, I can read it by myself in certain situations because there's just enough, like, there's humor, there's, you know, there's relationships, and not even just like romantic, like friendship relationships. I'm not the best at describing books without feeling like I'm gonna give something away, so I don't want to do that. But basically The Naturals is about these group of teens that have these, like, not powers, how do you describe it? Like, I know there's definitely a word. They're like prodigies, kind of, in the sense of, like, related to the FBI. I don't know if that makes any sense. I mean, I can tell you, because you would read this part right away, but, they're really good at either like reading people or reading, like putting themselves in someone else's shoes, being able to tell if someone's lying or not, just like knowing statistics and facts and things like that. Like, these teens are the kind of people that you would want to be solving a big like murder or crime, because they can get into the minds of these people and like recreate the scenes. Like, they basically can just like help in every angle possible, but they're like teens. And so basically these teens, you know, that's like the gist. They have these they're very powerful minds, to say the least, I guess. And so it's just interesting, like, seeing what they do and how they can read people. It's really cool. It's actually really scary too, because I can just imagine if I were one of them being with those other people and knowing that you kind of need to be honest and you kind of don't have any secrets because someone in the group knows so much about you just by like reading your face and reading your expressions, your body language and stuff like that, which is like what FBI people do as well. But there's something about like younger people being able to do it, especially when you're like having like emotional relationships with them and just really not being able to keep anything private because of that. Like, that would be kind of scary, but also really cool if you could also do it. But I really am enjoying it so much, and I don't know, I desperately want to just like continue the series, but I have so many other books I need to read, so I should not do that. I'll have to take a break after this one, which is going to be hard, but that's okay. Anyways, it's almost 1:50 and I haven't heard from Ellie yet. I mean, I have, but not in terms of like her being ready to go. So I'm going to keep reading, but I don't want my camera to be like not close to fully charged when I'm with her because I don't know how much filming I'll do. So I'm going to go plug in my camera and continue to read, and then yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm headed to the book place and to go see Ellie. We are on our way. It's 2:26. Our estimated arrival is 2:42. So we're about to leave. Gonna see Ellie and then check out the cutest looking bookstore ever. So let's go, and I'll update you once we get there. Oh my god, you guys, comment down below who you think. That's crazy though. Okay, that's good. Hey, bestie.
Hi, guys.
Look who it is. Queen Ellie.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, friends. We just got to the place. Paper and glass. Yes, paper and glass.
Check too. Like...
There's like glass in the title somewhere. I kind of told you guys what it was, but it's like an old house, which I kind of knew that, but
I didn't know anything other than my sister-in-law told me to come.
That's who. I was like, someone told Ellie about it. I don't remember who.
Yeah, she's like, have you tried it? And I was like, no, and didn't it just open?
I know, yeah. It
yeah.
opened like end of June,
yeah.
I think. So this is very new, you guys. And it's kind of a shocker that we didn't know about it sooner.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't really around, I guess, at that time.
I think actually... I think I knew about it because the traveling book bus. I feel like she posted.
She probably did.
But then I was just like, oh, that's kind of interesting. And then my sister-in-law Mackenzie, on her birthday, so it was like a week. It was probably like a week ago. She was like, have you been there? And I was like, no, I haven't. And then she told me she went.
And my hairdresser was like, I went. Yeah. You should go. I was like, oh. I literally texted Ellie like right after that.
I don't know what the inside looks like, so I'm a little nervous.
I've just seen like little things from their Instagram, but I'm excited. It doesn't look super busy, which is also nice because I was like, oh, Sunday, but they're not open like Monday or Tuesday, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
but so it worked out though. Here we are Sunday, so we're gonna go check it out, and we're gonna take you guys with us.
I'm just gonna let you know right now, I should not be buying anything.
I was thinking about you earlier,
but you never know. Someone commented on my YouTube video today and was like, I'm here for inspiration because I need to be reading the books on my TBR. And I was like, don't tell anyone, I'm literally going to a bookstore today. But
it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, it's you could window shop.
Yeah.
But also this is a safe space. This is my channel, not yours. You don't have to tell.
That's true. I mean, it's just sitting on my shelf. They're like,
where'd that one come from? You're like, oh, I found it.
No, I just changed the number because I put like 1 out of 51. I just changed it 1 out of 52. And they're like, it was 51 last week.
Looks like you made any progress. But yeah, I also shouldn't be buying anything. Period. Not books or anything. Like nothing in life. I should just not be. My card should be like ripped up probably. But you never know what you might find. And we're open-minded people. Yeah. So, but yeah, we're not going to go crazy or anything like that. We're not those kind of people.
If I buy anything, it'll probably be 1 book.
That's what I was thinking too.
If I step back into this car and I have like 4.
I'll be like, Ellie actually had to go. She didn't get anything today. She didn't want to be a part of that.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I think 1's acceptable. Yeah. Because they have new and used. Yeah. So used. Okay. Used is more justifiable.
Yeah, it is.
Apparently they have like, my hairdresser said they have little like stickers coming out of them or like something out of the top so you know that they're used.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be like easy to tell. Not like when we went to Encore Books and didn't know how much they were because there was one little sign.
Did you see someone broke into it? Okay, I just saw on Facebook like
so that's not funny, guys. I'm sorry.
4 days ago someone broke in and like citizen of Yakima saw it and called Encore like, hey, someone like broke in.
Yeah.
And they found the suspect.
Oh wow.
Yeah, look.
They
like broke into the window. You guys can see.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
They really were like, you know what, half price is not enough.
I know.
I need it to be free.
I mean, they do have new, but who's stealing new, like who's stealing books in general?
Yeah, books are crazy. Go to a Little Free Library.
Go to a Little Free Library and rate it.
Them out. Yeah.
That's not okay, but if you're gonna steal books, like,
might as well steal ones that are already free.
Yeah.
Like, let's not especially not Encore Book. Like, if you're gonna steal, you go to Inkling or something.
Yeah.
Like, get new books.
With money. Like,
yeah, a little bit more money.
Go to a Barnes and Noble.
Yeah,
like,
if you're gonna steal, definitely go.
But we are not endorsing.
We do not support stealing, especially not breaking in.
We do not support shoplifting, robbery.
No, we do not. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to, like, let's be smart about it. It's like anytime someone does something bad, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't do that, but if I had, wouldn't have done it that way. I'm like, let's use our brains a little bit. So yeah, don't steal, but like, you know, there are better ways to go about things. Yeah. Like paying is obviously the best way. Pay. But if you're not gonna do that, at least like,
especially think about it. They're not stealing to read. No. They're stealing to resell.
Imagine.
How about you read them before you resell them?
Imagine going and just stealing them all and just like sitting outside like reading them.
Like, couldn't wait for you guys to open since you're closed on Saturdays. Like,
honestly, did it happen on a Saturday?
Was it a Saturday?
Because I could see it being a little bit
I could be angry pulling up and it's closed. Like,
one time we literally, you guys know this.
oh yeah, it was on the
we
vlog.
went to the traveling book bus, and we were also gonna do that.
Encore.
Yeah, encore, and they were closed on the Saturday.
Yeah. Can you believe it? That's like the time to go.
Yeah, people work during the week.
What's today?
Wait, what's today? Oh, today's Sunday.
Anyways,
They are open today. Did they fix the window? Or
they
is that
said
the new
they're still
entryway?
they said they're still gonna be open while they're working on it.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways,
That's cool.
yeah.
I know, and like Sunday, yeah, it's the weekend, but people go to like church.
Yeah.
Like Saturday's like the day where like nothing's going
Yeah.
on. So like you'd think you'd be open.
Anyway.
Whatever. Anyway, well, shall we?
Yeah, we shall.
Alright, I'm gonna try to be really brave, you guys, and get some good footage for you, because it makes me a little nervy in public.
It's scary. I think it's easier with another person though.
For sure, yeah.
When you're by
it
yourself,
is.
you're like,
like in my back pocket, my jeans, just like turning around.
yeah.
And it doesn't look too busy, so that makes me feel better too.
Yes.
By the time we've like talked now, like 30 cars have showed up.
That
Actually.
is true. But
So, all right, we'll see you guys in there. Hey, besties. Oh,
I actually didn't get
Sorry.
anything.
I thought we were doing a surprise. She's over here trying to cover her
No,
tracks.
I didn't get anything.
Ryan, if you're watching this, no, you're not. This was actually a book that was from her bag. She brought it
I
with her.
brought this.
Yeah.
So.
We are back in the car. I was gonna update you guys earlier, but the music, Ellie reminded
It's
me.
like she's gonna get
Gonna
copyrighted.
get big time copyrighted. So we're back now in the car, and we had a really good time in there.
did.
It was really cute. The lady was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
The food was really good. I liked mine a lot.
I liked mine too.
She got, what'd you get? Chicken salad. And I got like avocado toast with like egg. Very good. We had our lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. We had lots of good talking time as usual, as besties do. But yeah, it was really nice in there, and it was really cold, which I enjoyed. I don't know.
It was cold in there.
Yeah, it was like.
It wasn't like overbearing cold.
But it was pretty cold.
Yeah.
Compared to outside, especially. At
Yeah,
least.
that's true.
Like big difference when you walked out the door.
That's true.
But we did. There are two new books in the car.
Ryan bought both of these. I'm just holding her.
Yeah, I asked her if she could hold it for me, and I was gonna let her hold on to it too. I'll go first. I picked out this book called How to End a Love Story. And yeah, it sounds really good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. The guy's name is Grant, and that's kind of hot to me. So that did suck me in. I like that name, and also, I don't know, I talked about him having anxiety on the back, and I thought that was not hot that he has anxiety. That sucks, obviously. But as someone who does, like, I don't know, I was just kind of like, she's gonna help him through it. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I won't read it to you, I guess, but yeah. So I got this one, and Emily Henry commented on this one too. She's commenting on everything. She said, one of the sexiest, smartest, funniest, most effective novels I've read in a long time. I feel like that's all you need to know, I guess. I can give a quick overview. They had some incident that bound their lives together forever, and her parents don't know he's back in the picture. And she is a writer, and then he takes a job that's gonna be like working with her, and so we'll see what happens. Their secrets come to light, and yeah, that's all you need to know, I guess. That's enough. I'm really bad at explaining books without reading too, so.
Me too.
You can look it up on Goodreads if you want to read the whole thing. Pause, take a screenshot if you want to read the back. So anyways, that's why I got, this is Reese's Book Club.
So
Witherspoon?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then her second book that she got was I'm just kidding, guys. I did get a book. It's called Hot Summer. Cringe title, but it's basically Love Island. Like, look at the neon pink letters, okay? Basically,
the boom mic.
The main character works for this company who gets a partnership with a show called Hot Summer, which is basically Love Island. A bunch of singles come together for a certain amount of weeks and live in a villa. Okay, it's basically Love Island, but her company is doing a partnership with the show, and if she wins the show, she gets a promotion at her job. So she's trying to like come up with a strategy, but then another person comes in. Don't know who the other person is yet. There's quite a few people on this cover. Okay, my guess is it's one of these two.
Yeah.
She ends up whoever the other person is ends up liking the main character, and she's trying to figure out if she wants a relationship or if she wants a promotion. And like, I don't know if the relationship is like, I don't know if she can have both, basically.
Oh.
So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a good explanation too.
That's because when you were explaining, I was like,
she's like, me neither, and then whips out this like
getting the spark notes while you were
yeah. I was like,
explaining
okay.
yours. Yeah, so this is our second book.
I'm really excited. Yeah, thank you. Actually, I'm really excited to read it. And Ellie got, my second one I got was actually used, so I saved money on this one.
Yeah.
I think. So that makes it better that I did buy 2 books, but one of them was used. So that's good for me.
Ooh, it's matte.
I know, I like that feeling a little bit.
Too. Carly Fortune too.
Oh my gosh, I did listen to her
Tessa
first
Bailey.
book. Dang, everybody's reading it. Okay, if I was an author, I would struggle to read so many people's books.
Oh, same.
I'm like, I'm writing my own.
I'm trying to write my own. It's taking me the way
been
they're
like 7
pumping out
years.
books. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, couldn't be me, I guess.
I don't think I could ever write a book, to be honest. I don't think I have the imagination for that.
Oh, I have an imagination, but like
I would accidentally plagiarize someone's. They're like, wait, I'm pretty sure this was Bee Tree. Right?
My book would just be like my own fantasies. I'm like, maybe we should keep those to ourselves. I don't need my book.
Wait, this sounds a lot like this person that was in your life.
I use like the same names and everything. I'm just wanting to be
No, they're
honest.
just like one letter off.
Yeah, it'd be your name. And
well, it's like, my name's Kelly.
Oh, I was gonna say just like L. Kelly. Marina.
No, like the After franchise. You guys know the After books and the After movies. It all started on Wattpad as One Direction fan fiction.
Yeah.
So all of the main. Don't ask me how I know. Anyways, all of the main characters.
So what year did you download Wattpad?
Listen, it was a school night and I was up at 3 in the morning reading on Wattpad.
Hey, Wattpad has some good writing, okay?
Apparently, they're
time,
movies now.
Yes,
but
true.
the main characters were named like Harry, Liam, like
yeah.
They had Niall, Zane. They were all there, just straight up their names. And then when she published it, it was Hardin, Landon. Like
I never realized that.
She literally just barely changed their names. Yeah. Anyways, that's how Ryan's book is gonna be. It's gonna be like very obvious who it is.
You guys are gonna know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get like cease and desist. Wait. Cease and desist
from all of us?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's gonna turn their back on me. It's gonna be bad. But it'll be worth it to, get that #1 best-selling book. I feel like all books are like best-selling. I'm like, you can't all be best-selling.
We're all New York Times bestsellers.
Yeah, I'm like, how many do they like give that to? Because eventually it's like with money. Like if you keep printing it, it's not worth anything. Yeah. So how many times are you giving that title away? But yeah, I did purchase the book.
I did purchase the book too.
But like,
don't tell the people that are watching my TBR challenge on my channel.
Ellie will be like tagged, obviously. I already said that. Earlier I threatened them if they weren't following actually. Okay. So when you watch her videos, you know what, you don't need to comment anything about it. You can just be like, oh, this is our little secret. You don't have to call her out. You don't
have to say anything that you know about this book.
For all you know, this video was filmed a long time ago and it's just now coming out. Before she even did that. But it's, I'm gonna give a little justification for us right now that when you go to a new place that you've never been before. Now, are we on vacation? No. But it's, you know, it's like similar to that. You go to a place, you see a book that you've never seen before. It's not like some popular book you can just get anywhere. And then it's like, you know, that's like more acceptable. It's not like we just like went to Barnes & Noble and bought like 7 of the most popular books right now. There's a big difference, you guys. And that's all that really matters. So, and we just understand that. And we're okay with it. So what can you do? But we could be buying worse things.
We
actually.
could.
That's what I always tell my family when I buy anything. I'm like, I could be, you know, could be worse. So yeah, but we had a good time in there. I would love to go back.
I would too.
It was fun because it was nice. Like,
it was really fun.
Like when we go to other bookstores, it's like you're like there to look at the books and you can't really do anything else. But like we got to sit, we got to eat, we got to talk. Like you can do it all. It's a nice hangout spot. It's like an activity, but it's also just like a destination, which I think is nice. So, yeah. But Ellie and I are going to talk about some things. If you guys didn't know, Ellie and I are going to see the Basement Yard.
We are. We're also just going to have a girly day in Seattle.
We are going to have a girly day in Seattle, and we're going to talk about logistics for that, because it's literally less than a week away, and we're really excited. So, yeah, if you guys know who the Basement Yard is, we're very excited. So, yeah, we're going to talk about that. But hopefully you'll get to see Ellie again soon. Oh, maybe I should vlog in Seattle.
That would be so fun.
You guys are going to see her in less than a week, actually. Well, I don't know when you'll see this video, but...
I probably will not be vlogging as much as I would like to, because immediately after I get back, I'm going to sleep for a couple hours, and then I'm going to be gone for a week. And I already have 2 videos I need to be editing. So.
Ellie's got places she's going. But she is sacrificing to come.
It'll be so worth it, though.
I think so, too. Also, they're selling jerseys, like, for merch.
Oh.
I'm getting a jersey. I need a jersey.
I probably won't get a jersey.
It's understandable.
But I'm supporting you in whatever you want to buy.
Thank you. Thank you. You'll push through the line. We'll take people down to get... I heard... That's what I've heard, that they have jerseys that they're for merch that they're just only selling at the shows. So, I don't know who I heard they're from. I think Joe himself. So, I'm getting one. But yeah, I'm very excited to see them. We're very excited. I'm marrying Joe, actually. He's gonna propose while we're there, so...
Yeah, he is. I'll record it.
Yeah. It'll be in the vlog, you guys will see it. But yeah, so you guys will see her soon, I guess, so it's not a goodbye, it's a see you later.
Yeah. It's literally basically this week.
It is.
If a week starts on Sunday.
Yeah, people say Sunday starts the week. Oh my god. So exciting. Everyone tell Ellie you love her and you miss her already. And
I'll see all of you guys on my channel. I'm just
kidding. You will. I know. I threatened them earlier. I literally was like,
guys.
I'm not.
Just kidding.
Subscribe to her. It's worth it. If you like me, you'll like her. So
yeah. Actually,
honestly,
we probably already share subscribers.
We probably do. We probably
You guys are probably already over there. I need to vlog soon with Ryan in it. Which we kind of talked about this earlier. I know we're saying goodbye, but me bringing something else up.
No, go for it.
Our schedules might be a little flexible this upcoming year, so
we might
have more time to hang out.
Yeah,
that's the plus side. A
blessing.
Of it.
Yeah, you gotta look for the. Sometimes you have to look for the positives, whatever. So we're definitely gonna try to find some, and yeah.
So we're actually gonna make a family channel. We're both uploading to it.
You guys will see Ellie soon. And you'll see me sooner because I'll still be here. But yeah, see you guys later. Bye, friends. All done. I am back. I am talking to you now. It is now Monday. We're picking this vlog back up. And I'm still animal sitting, but I will be leaving pretty soon. Oh, look how cute. This is Griffey. And that's Daisy down there. I thought she was going to jump up. So I figured I was going to sit and do some more reading. I read a little bit earlier and a little bit last night, but I didn't film it just because I was just like, I didn't feel like it. It was kind of, I didn't have my camera with me. And I was like, if I get up now to get my camera, like that might throw me off and I might not actually read. So look at, he got his friend. Anyway, so I'm going to set you guys up and you can read with me for a little bit. And, oh, there's Daisy Girl. There's Daisy Girl. I'm going to read for a little bit. Also, don't mind the pimple patch on my face. I've got a big whitehead right, like, on the side of my lip. And it kind of hurts. So, anyways, I just, like, finally washed my face and stuff for the day. And put a pimple patch on it. So anyways, this video, I'm trying to keep the vlogging just strictly to book content, like about like when I'm reading and stuff, because if not I could go on and on. But just so you guys know, when I leave here I am going to Dutch Bros and I'm really excited about it. So will I be drinking caffeine at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Yes, but oh well, what can you do? Anyways, if you guys don't know, the whole West Coast, Washington, Oregon, California, is on fire as usual, per usual. But we got some big fires around us right now and it's very smoky. I don't see any blue sky right now. I saw some yesterday, but right now I'm not seeing any. So it's like you open the door and you can like smell it. It's not fun. Anyways, that's my little update for for the day. And now let's get into the reading. I'm still reading the naturals. I'm over halfway through with it now, and it's just getting so good. I mean, it's always good, but like right now I'm like, on the edge of my seat. So anyways, let's get to reading. I am home from animal sitting. Perfect timing because it just started raining really hard and I struggled to get them to go outside and go to the bathroom in the rain. I had to walk out there with them, but they went. I am back home now. I should be unpacking my stuff, but I'm not yet because I am my most productive after like 9 p.m. and it's only 4 p.m. so we've got some time before then. No, I'm just kidding. I should be unpacking my stuff, but instead I'm going to be reading because I just can't get enough. Like, oh, I have no idea who the person is that's doing the things. Like, it is fun to read a book and think and to be like, oh my gosh, like I know what's going on, like I know the person. But I think it's even more fun to have no clue. Or it's fun to think that you know and then be wrong. But I'm totally good with like not knowing, because usually that's how it goes and I always enjoy that. And that's where I'm at right now. I have no idea. I have like inklings, but then I'm like, that seems like a long shot. Anyways, I am 76% of the way through. I'm on chapter 39. And I'm just going to sit and read for a little bit. 76%. I would love to finish the book tonight. And I think that's I'm very capable of doing that. Will I finish it in like one sitting right now? That I don't think so. But you never know. So, anyways, come read with me again. And let's see who our unsub is. I am at a loss for words right now. This is so good. This is so good, you guys. This is literally so good. I like want to finish it, but I'm also like, I don't want this to ever end because this is so good. It's just like nothing I'm expecting is happening. Also, okay, I'm about to say something, and I don't think it's a spoiler in any way. It's just talking about how the book is set up. But if you don't want to know what I'm going to say, if you've read the first Naturals, if you read the Naturals, like the first book, you would know this. So, like, it's not a spoiler, but I don't know. Maybe you don't want to hear it. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to say something. And if you think in any way that you don't want to hear anything, even though it's not any information, it's just, like, about how it's set up, kind of, then don't listen. So that's your warning right now. If you're questioning what I might say, don't listen. But if you've read like the first book, then it definitely doesn't matter. So the book is set up where it's like you read the chapters, but then every once in a while there's a chapter titled You, because something that they've learned in this program is that when you're talking about a possible killer, you want to try to like speak from their point of view. And so you wouldn't just say things like, I mean, you could be like, oh, our killer or whatever, but some people like to like get into the mindset, especially the people who like get into, I never can think of the word. Anyways, so, but it's easier for someone to get into someone else's head if they're thinking about it as themselves rather than thinking about it as like another entity. So they'll say, for example, you wanted to do this and you decided to do that and you decided to do that, and you're like trying to like put yourself into that person. Anyways, so throughout the book there are little mini, not even like chapters I guess, but just like tidbits where it says you, and then it's like information, like it's whatever from the story. So when you're reading it, it's just so weird because it's like you this, you that, and you feel like you're reading it about yourself because that's like what they do. Anyways, every time I see one of those, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, oh, it's getting scary. Anyways, that's my update on that. But I'm at 81%. Let's see how much more I can read. My heart just sunk reading what I just read because, oh my gosh, I can't obviously spoil anything. I'm not going to do that. But like in the moment when someone did something, I was like, oh my god, I know why they did it. And I was like, that's so smart. Like we're getting towards the end of the book, so I was like, that, like it's gonna have to work out that way. And I was just like, oh my god, like so smart. Turns out it would have worked if people had been honest. But they weren't honest, and they led someone to think that something could happen, and that would have been what they needed. But it's too late. My heart like sank because I was like, as soon as they started to like give a description of the reaction, I was like, oh no, I knew that it wasn't gonna work out. And then I got so angry because I was like, you, this is your fault. Like it's not their fault. It's definitely not their fault at all. But like, if you would have just done what you had said or not done it at all, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm angry with the character. I'm a bit angry with the character. Oh my gosh. I just don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, going back to reading it. I just finished the book. It was really good. It was really good. I just bit my inside of my mouth. I'm going to go on Goodreads right after this and rate it, or mark it as read and rate it, and it's gonna be 5 stars. It was so good. The ending was good, not what I was expecting. I mean, just the whole like who's doing things, like definitely right at the end I caught on. But that's what I like. I like not catching on until like you're about to find out. I don't know, I just like that. But it was so good. If you haven't read The Naturals, you really should. It's really good. And yeah, I'm excited to read the next one. However, I have so many books I need to read. And getting the next one is not an option at the moment because I need to earn it by reading some books that I need to read or that I've owned for a while. So anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna go rate this on Goodreads. And then I don't know if I'll be doing any more reading today, but I'm not gonna end this vlog yet because I wanna read I want to keep reading. I just don't know if it'll be today or not. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me to finish Killer Instinct. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on what I decide to read next and when that is. Hopefully like soon though. I forgot to update you when I started this book. Not yesterday, but the day before. It is currently Wednesday. I don't know when the last time I vlogged was about this. I think Sunday. No, Monday. No, Sunday, because I started Monday. No, I don't know. Anyways, I started my next book, so I wanted to include it in this vlog. It is 9 Days and 9 Nights by Katie Cotugno. If I butchered that, I'm so sorry. But this is the book that I selected for the July reading prompt for the challenge I'm doing. For the buzzword readathon, the prompt for July is measurement, so I interpreted that with measurement of days and nights. 9 days and 9 nights is my measurement. So I started this Monday. I think I started this on Monday, and I've only read 1 chapter so far. So far, I'm really enjoying it. Like, I think I'm gonna really like this book. The chapters are kind of long though. And I'm the kind of person that, like, if I'm gonna stop, if I'm gonna pause, I need to like finish a chapter. So that has deterred me from picking it up again because I have to finish the whole chapter, and the next chapter is 25 pages. And that might not sound like a lot, but to me that's a long chapter. I like really short, quick chapters, but if not that, then I want the chapter to be like 12 pages max. So anyways, the first chapter, I was just reading and I was like, dang, like, it was so hard for me to never look to see how much was left, but the first chapter was 28 pages long. But the chapters are broken, hold on. The chapters are broken up by day, and it's 9 days and 9 nights. So there can only, you know, the chapters would have to be big if they're like per day. So I just need to get on it and read the next chapter because, like I said, I think I'm really gonna enjoy it, and so far I've really enjoyed it. I did learn that this is kind of like a sequel. Not a sequel necessarily, it's like, well, no, I guess it kind of is. But I didn't know this. I bought this at Goodwill because it looked cool, sounded good. But I think knowing, like, I think reading the first book would be great and all, but the biggest part from the first book, they've already talked about it in here. So while I don't know the entire backstory, I know the big overarching thing. Overarching? I don't know. I know the big thing. So I think it'll be fine. Like, I think I'll enjoy it just fine. But I didn't know that until I had already started it, so what can you do? And the first book is 99 days, I think. Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to continue reading this whenever that is. I'm about to leave the house, so not right now, but I will keep you guys updated when I pick this up again and let you know my thoughts. But so far so good. 28 pages in, and I think it'll be good. Long time no see. Well, for you it's not long time no see. For me it is. So I've been doing this book vlog as you're watching right now, and when I went which this vlog will be later, so you haven't seen this yet, but when Ellie and I went to the Basement Yard Experience show, I vlogged it, and I was like, oh, need to delete this old footage off my camera that's already been transferred to my computer. Hadn't been transferred to my computer yet. So now those clips are gone forever, gone for good. Not a huge deal, not the biggest deal in the world, but that's why we're doing this clip right here, so I can talk to you about my book updates that you would have missed because I deleted the footage. So let's get into it. The last clip I have on my computer was me talking about this book, 9 Days and 9 Nights. You will be very happy to hear that I have finished it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This book was a book I was reading for the Buzzword Readathon challenge, and this was for July, and it's August, so thank goodness I finally finished it. And July's theme, or like word thing, was measurement, and so I chose to do a measurement of time, and so my measurement was 9 days and 9 nights, which is what this book was. So I finished this book when did I finish this book? I think I finished this book on Sunday, which I don't know if I really kind of time-stamped any of these videos. I think I did back when I was like filming it like, I don't know. So I don't know if any of these dates are gonna make any sense to you. I don't know how I'm gonna edit it, but I finished this on Sunday and now it's Tuesday. Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah. So finish this book. I'm gonna double check my Goodreads to see what I rated it before I tell you, because I'm afraid that I will say the wrong thing. But I believe that I rated it. Give me just a second. I gave it 4 stars. So I rated this book 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And honestly, the reason I didn't give it the full 5 stars was 2 reasons. First reason, really long chapters, and the chapters were broken apart by days. So there were 9 days. So there were like 9 chapters, and it's, you know, it's a book. So that results in pretty long chapters. So it was definitely hard for me to get going sometimes, because when I'm reading, it's really hard for me to stop in the middle of a chapter. And so I didn't want to start reading a new I didn't want to pick up the book and start reading again if I didn't think I'd have enough time or enough stamina to finish the chapter. So then I just didn't do it at all. But finally got over that, and I was really enjoying it. So I was able to build up my stamina. The other thing is that I don't know if I already told you about this. I think I did, but I think it was in one of the clips that I deleted. But I found out that this book is a sequel, and I didn't know that. I bought this book from Goodwill. Basically, I saw the cover and was like, oh my gosh, cute, and then read what it was about, and I bought it. So I didn't know that it was a sequel until something was said, I think, in the book that made me think, huh, how would I have already, like, why was I supposed to already know that? Something like that. Or maybe I just got curious about where, because it says New York Times best-selling author of 99 Days. So I think maybe I just got curious about what that was, and then quickly realized that this was like a sequel. So immediately I was like, oh, well, that's gonna be hard because I'm gonna miss some of the information. Honestly, didn't really affect me. Like, there were a couple times where I was like, oh my gosh, like, what happened? But like later on they recapped it. So at the end of the story, I now like pretty much know everything that happened. Obviously the first book would have went more detail into those things that happened, but like the big things that caused problems, I did eventually get an explanation. So I wasn't that upset because I knew why I was missing that information. So, but those are the reasons. So the one reason is definitely my fault, but the long chapters are really tough for me. And so I just think it would be hard for me to give something 5 stars when I wasn't like overly eager to read it. But it's not because it wasn't good, it's because the chapters were long and my brain doesn't work very well that way. So anyways, finish this book. So that now means that I'm almost caught up with the buzzword. Actually, I'm on track because it's still August and I haven't started the book for August yet, but I can definitely start it and get it done in August. I have 2 other books that I'm reading at the moment, but one of them, both of these books should be finished by the end of August, because I'll explain that in a second, but I have other commitments regarding those books, so I definitely can read the book that I have for August. Will that be in this vlog? Probs not. 4 stars, really enjoyed this book. Am I gonna go back and read the first one? Probably not. Maybe at some point in my life, but at this point I have so many other books that I need to read that it's not a priority. But I really liked the characters. I just really enjoyed it. I don't know if I really want to go too much into like what it's about, because I feel like you should read the first one first, but basically, this girl and her boyfriend are on vacation and she runs into her ex and his new girlfriend in another country on vacation, and they get, they kind of stuck together. And the couples don't fully know the true story about the other one, so that's why they kind of end up together, because no one thinks it's weird except for the 2 who aren't speaking about it, because they have a big history, which you would know more about if you read the first book. And yeah, but it was really good. I just really enjoyed the characters, honestly. Like, it was really good. So I do recommend. I don't know how good the first one was, but if you read the first one and enjoy it, then I definitely recommend this one. Or if you want to just give it a try and read this anyway, go for it. Who am I to stop you? Exactly, no one. Next book on our list. If you saw my last vlog, you would know that I bought this book with Karina at Target. I think that was my last vlog. She bought a copy and I bought a copy as well. It is a Bridgerton story. It is To Sir Philip with Love, and it is Eloise's story. If you know anything about, not my bookmark falling out. If you know anything about Bridgerton, it follows the stories of the 8 Bridgerton children. So we have Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise, Francesca, Gregory, and Hyacinth. That's 8, yeah. And it follows them and their lives and basically, you know, finding love and all that good stuff and how it takes them to get there. And I've seen all 3 seasons so far of Bridgerton on Netflix. Thank you, Ellie, for getting me into Bridgerton. We actually binge watched all of the second part of season 3 together in one day. That was really fun. Actually, it was so fun. So we were reading Eloise's story together. The last time Karina and I tried to read a book together, it didn't go super well. Let's just say one of us wasn't reading it and the other one decided to finish it anyway. I'll let you decide who was who. So we're trying this again. I don't even know if she ever finished the book, to be honest with you. And that was like a year ago, but that's okay. Love you, Karina, just giving you a hard time. But we are trying again and we're reading this book and we split it into 4 sections, trying to read it over a month. So in here, I have the sticky note that I made, splitting the book into like 4 as equal as possible quadrants. So we were supposed to start reading it the first week of August. Guess how many pages either of us had read by the end of week 1? Big fat 0. But I did save myself. I did read the first quadrant in like one day. Like on Monday, I think, or Sunday. It might have been Sunday. So I still have to read another quadrant for this week that we're in right now. But I did, like the last day of the week, I did read the first 4 chapters. So I'm kind of on track. I'm not sure how on track I'll stay. And I think Karina said she was gonna try to do some reading the other day. So I don't know where she's at this point in time, but I'm hopefully gonna see her this week. So hopefully we will be able to talk a little bit about it. But yeah, so the first week, reading through chapter 4, second week, reading chapters 5 through 9, third week, chapters 10 through 15, and then the fourth week, reading chapters 16 through the second epilogue, which lined up to us having it done by August 31st. So we will see if we do that. Putting that on myself, not putting it on her. I just, you know, obviously it took me the whole week to not read anything when I was supposed to like split it up to read it. But yeah, it's about 90 pages each. One of them is like a bit longer page wise than the other, but I marked it with little, oh, it stuck to my bookmark. There was a little sticky right here that said stop here, and then I have 2 more. So stop there, and then you'll be done. My first thoughts, without like giving anything away, like I said, I love Eloise, and I have seen, sorry, I'm trying to put the sticky back like as if I need to do it right this second. Hey, it actually went back looking pretty well. Because I worked really hard to make them look even. So for that to come off, how rude. Maybe I should put my bookmark off out to the bottom. That's how, this is the new trend, guys. Start putting your bookmark in the bottom of your book. So when you put your book down, it's in the way. First thought, obviously I have seen Bridgerton seasons 1 through 3. So I have an idea in my head of who Eloise is as a character. And so reading the book definitely has been not challenging, but I just have to keep reminding myself that like the book is like the original thing. And so I'm trying to kind of not like clean my mind of like who she is or like who I know her to be in the show, but try to just like really like let this seep in without trying to think about what I know about her from the movie, if that makes sense. Because like, for example, when I read The Hunger Games for the first time back in December, I knew who played the characters in the movie, but I'd never seen the movies. So it was really fun because I just had like an image of them in my head, but I didn't really have anything like behaviorally wise to go off of. Whereas with this, I've already seen Eloise in action, so it's like really hard for me to like kind of separate that. And I just feel like because books and movies are always different, I don't want anything that's different for me to be like, oh, like I don't like that, because this is like how it originally was, you know? And I just don't want to be that person that's like, ugh. Well, in the movie, like, I feel like you can say that about like, oh, in the book, but you can't do that you can only do that with the original, you know? I don't know. I mean, that's definitely not true. You can do whatever you want, but I just don't want to be like, I just want to have an open mind kind of thing. And there hasn't been anything crazy yet. Like, I feel like I'm prefacing this like a little bit too much, but I'm going to remind myself that she doesn't know what this guy, well, I don't know. Anyways, but I love Eloise, and I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be really, really good. Like, I'm really excited to keep reading it. And I'm excited to read it with Karina and get to talk to her about it. So that'll be really fun. But yeah, that's where I'm at with my Bridgerton book. And I need to keep reading this. So I'm hoping, because I also had footage that I deleted of like time lapses of me reading, because I really enjoy those. I think it's fun. And they're gone. So I'm going to need to film more of those. So hopefully those will be included. Last but not least, the other book I have to talk about today that I am reading is called The Wedding People by Alison Espach. But I'm really, really excited about this book because I'm reading this book for a book club that I joined. So as you guys saw earlier in this vlog, Ellie and I went to a new bookstore that opened up called Paper and Glass. It's like a book and wine bar. And they have this like book club. It's like a ticketed book club. So you buy the book from them and you get like a hardcover copy of the book. And then you get like a glass of wine and snacks when you go to the meeting. And so I was like, okay, say less. I'm not a huge hardcover girly, but I thought it would be fun to like have a little collection of hardcover books that I got from this book club, like if I continue to do it. And then I could like kind of put them up in their own space, and they're like my book club books. So having them all be hardcover like wouldn't be a bad thing. So I'm okay with that. I don't know about anybody else, but I cannot read hardcover books with the sleeve on. So when I read the book, I take the sleeve off. I don't know if that's just me, but I do that. So picked up this book, and then the meeting is on the 28th, I believe. So I've from now, which is the 13th, until the 28th to read this book, which I will obviously get it done. It's like close to 400 pages, I believe. Try not to, I hate trying to look for pages because I'm always afraid I'm gonna like read something that I don't want to see, you know? Acknowledgements, I hate when the acknowledgements are what I think. 363. 363 pages. So not too bad. Definitely can finish it by then. I just need to, you know, get on it. But yeah, also I'm not really much of an annotator when it comes to reading. I think because like we did so much annotating in high school, and I was not a fan of reading in high school, in the sense that like the only reading I ever did in school was to annotate. It was never just like for pleasure. So it got to the point where I just like couldn't stand annotating because it reminded me of reading books just for the sake of annotating them and not to actually enjoy them. And that always bothered me, that we never like had the opportunity to just like read books to enjoy them. So I always like annotating was just something that I was like, this is rough, because the only time I'm ever annotating is when I'm reading something I really don't want to read and that I'm not enjoying. And so I just had that like association with it. So I've never done that with my reading, but I thought that for a book club, annotating would make a lot of sense. Like that would be a really good time to annotate. And so when I ordered some books off of Penguin Books a while back, they included this like, these little like, what are they called? Sticky tab things, whatever. And I grabbed some of these from my apartment, and I'm literally gonna take a pencil because this is my book that I own. And I'm just gonna tab things and write in the book with my pencil, which I've also never done. But like, I feel like there's something kind of freeing about that, kind of rebellious, putting a pencil in my book, okay. But it's mine, so I can. And like I said, like I wanna hopefully stick with this book club and then like put these up on like a special shelf that are like my book club books. And then that way when we go to the meeting, if like, I've never been to a book club, so I don't know exactly like how it goes. I'm sure they're all different, how people like talk about things, but it would be nice if I had some things that were interesting to me or whatever that I could refer back to if I wanted to. So that is this. I'm gonna read the thing to you really quickly, which I know I didn't do with the other books, but I know, well, one of them I had already read, and then the other one Bridgerton, a lot of people know what Bridgerton is. But this one, like, I didn't even know what it was. I don't even think I read what the book was about before I said, please put me in the book club. Like, I just wanted to join so badly. So, it says, it's a beautiful day in Newport, Rhode Island, when Phoebe Stone arrives at the Grand Cornwall Inn wearing a green dress and gold heels, not a bag in sight, alone. She's immediately mistaken by everyone in the lobby for one of the wedding people, but she's actually the only guest at the Cornwall who isn't here for the big event. Phoebe is here because she dreamed of coming for years. She hoped to shuck oysters and take sunset sails with her husband, only now she's here without him, at rock bottom and determined to have one last decadent splurge on herself. Meanwhile, the bride has accounted for every detail and every possible disaster the weekend might yield except for, well, Phoebe and Phoebe's plan, which makes it that much more surprising when the two women can't stop confiding in each other. So it sounded good, but I've only read one chapter so far. And let me just say this. When I found out what Phoebe's plan was, I literally went, like, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. It was not that. And I don't know exactly how much, like, how close to the plan we're gonna get. I don't really know. So I will just say that there's a chance that this could have topics that people may not want to read about. I don't know for sure. I mean, the topic itself is there. So if you think that there might be certain topics you don't want to read about, you might look into that before you pick this up. Like I said, I don't know how much further into the topic it will go. And it's not a topic that necessarily bothers me to read about. But it could be bothersome to other people. So just putting that out there. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how much more it'll dive into that. So I'm really excited to continue reading this, and then hopefully in the future, my next book vlog will probably be, I don't know if it'll be my next one, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to recap you on how the book club event went and if I'm continuing with the book club or not. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading with, that's this bad boy. The nice thing about reading 2 books at one time, I'm pretty good with being able to read 2 books at once and keeping them separate, especially when one's an audiobook. Like, that's so easy for me because one I'm physically reading and one I'm listening to, so they feel very different. But I can read 2 books pretty easily at the same time. But what's nice is that this book I'm reading with Karina, so it's kind of like pacing myself with how she's reading, and it's just kind of like, you know, we'll get there when we get there, so that I can focus on reading this book quickly, because I don't have to feel guilty for not picking this up every time, because this one has like more of a strict deadline. So yeah, but that's my book update and everything that you missed because of me deleting my clips. But yeah, I have about, not even an hour until I need to be leaving for a snowmobile club meeting that I'm a part of, a board member meeting. So I probably won't be doing any reading right now. But whenever I read next, I will be sure to give you guys a little sneak peek. I will try not to delete any more clips ever again. Don't mind my hair or my face. This is my, haven't taken off yesterday's makeup or washed my face this morning look. But I have about a little over an hour and a half until I'm meeting up with Anna to go to a coffee shop. So I need to get ready for that soon-ish, but I have an hour and a half and I'm like less than 10 minutes away from the coffee shop. So I'm going to read for a little bit, reading The Wedding People. My book sleeve is off, as you see, and I have my stuff if I want to do some annotating. But I'm just going to read for maybe like a chapter, depending on how long it is, and then I'll start getting ready. But I just wanted to update you guys that I'm going to be doing that. And yeah, but I'm excited to keep reading it. So I definitely kind of slacked at the end of this book vlog video, and I'm not gonna lie, a big part of that is because I think I got really unmotivated after I found out that I deleted a bunch of the clips. But I'm not going to give up on the video, but I am gonna end it here, and I'm still gonna edit it and post it, so don't worry. But I need to film a little outro and just give you an update on the last couple things from what I was talking to you about with the books that I'm reading, and show you a book that I picked up the other day. So as you know, Karina and I are reading Eloise's story, Bridgerton, together. And then for the book club that I joined, I am reading The Wedding People. Still loving both of these books. I think I told you that I was gonna tab this book, and so I've tabbed a couple things. I will say that I think I'm not that far into it still, but I think I'm really gonna continue to enjoy this. Just like the thoughts that the girl's having, the things she's talking about are just very like, I'm finding like there's a big thing going on in this book that I'm not gonna tell you, but so I don't want to say that I relate in that sense, because that's gonna come across in a way I don't want it to, because I don't feel that way, and it's like a serious topic. But there are things that she's saying that are very relatable, or that she's feeling, and so it's been really interesting to kind of like read those things and just like take it into my own head and be like, oh my gosh, I totally get what you mean. Like, I get that feeling. And so there's just been a lot of like things that have really made me think, and so I'm really enjoying that, and I think it's just going to continue to be really good. I'm on page, let me look. I'm only on page 64, and I had to stop in the middle of a chapter the other day. I don't remember why, but I need to keep going with this. But like I said, I'm really enjoying it. And then Bridgerton, same thing. I think Karina and I are both a little bit behind what we were hoping to be, but since we're just reading it together, it's no biggie. But I am I'm into the second quadrant of the book, like that we separated it into fours, and I think I'm one chapter into that second quadrant. So really enjoying this. As I said, Eloise is my favorite character. So, well, I don't know for sure, but like she's definitely top. She's up there. And so I'm really enjoying this, and yeah, no complaints other than long chapters, but I'll get over that. But I'm really enjoying this. Karina's also hooked, in case you guys are wondering. And then last but certainly not least, Karina and I went to Costco the other day to buy some dog food for the dogs I was watching, and we had to look at the books. I've never really looked at Costco books before. I've also only had my membership for a year, so I haven't really been a Costco girly. But Karina saw these books. Well, she saw one book stand out that had colorful pink pages, and she read the back out loud, and so we both heard it, and we were like, oh, sounds like our next read. So we got If We Ever Meet Again by Anna Huang. I don't know exactly how to pronounce her last name, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering it, but she wrote the Twisted Love series, Twisted Hate, all that stuff, and I've read Twisted Love and Twisted Hate, and they're really good. I've really enjoyed her writing, and just her, yeah, it was a good story, if I do say so myself. So we decided to get these, and the pink pages were really cool. Also, there's three other books in the series, and they all have different colored like theme pages. So then there's blue, green, and orange. They were really cool. So pick that out. That will be what we read next after we finish Bridgerton. But yeah, I am officially back home from animal sitting for a while, so I'm hoping to do more reading, and I want to do some more reading videos. I have a TBR jar that I made, and I'd like to do some TBR videos. So yeah, if you'd like to see that, let me know. Or if you have any other book challenge reading ideas that you think would be cool to see or fun for me to do, feel free to let me know because I'm always looking for ideas. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and for sticking through it with me. I hope it's a good video because like I said, I'm just not entirely sure how much I deleted. I'll have to wait and see when I'm editing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please like, comment, and subscribe. I would love for you to stick around and I will see you guys next time. Bye!